Greeting you dear traders, and you're watching the daily market review with me, financial analyst of Grand Capital Company, Sergey Lin. And as traditional, the healing is dedicated to the technical analysis of some forex major pairs, and our first pair will be the euro and US dollar. So let's look what we're gonna have here. We project resistance at 1.3475 is the immediate target, following Thursday's bullish outside day. And the 1.3475 barrier keeps the short-term bear wave of 1.3619 intact, and the push above 1.3475 is required to create scope for further corrective gains to 1.3588 and 1.3679, and weakness to 1.3350 will attract support, and only below there will concern short-term euro bulls. And the weekly chart euro and US dollar trend is bearish. And our second pair will be US dollar and Japanese yen. What we have here, pressure is building on support at 76.51 after sustaining the break beneath a short-term bull trend line. A push below 76.51 is the main threat here, but exposing a confluence of downside projected targets at 76.31, which will look to limit the move, and regaining ground above 76.74 would provide respite, but only above 76.84 would leave the tone opening 77.07. And the weekly chart of this pair trend is range. Next, intraday analysis of Great Britain pound and US dollar. And resistance at 1.5500 is expected to come under pressure following Thursday's sharp recovery of a 14-month low at 1.5272. This 1.5272 low is expected to become a bear trap low, and the push above 1.5500 would create room for 1.5610, and the September 29 reaction high at 1.5715, yes, on the setback below 1.5323 would bring the focus back onto Thursday's 1.5272 low. And the weekly chart of Great Britain pound and US dollar trend is bearish. Intraday US dollar and Swiss franc, it's kind of interesting pair, and Thursday's bear hammer has already been confirmed, and creating downside risk to 0.9085. But Thursday's rejection from a 6-month high at 0.9317 high has pierced 0.9186, and a sustained break below 0.9185 would bring a down wave equality target at 0.9117 into the immediate picture. However, with backup support at 0.9085, downside risk is limited. A recovery above the intraday lower high at 0.9284 would lift the tone, and opening 0.9317. And the weekly chart of US dollars and Swiss franc is bullish. And intraday Australian dollar and US dollar analysis. This week rally has been validated by the push above 0.9700 and creating scope for further gains to the 1.618 Fibonacci extension target at 0.9829. And the strong recovery of Thursday's 0.9388 low also leaves the September 27 lower high at 0.9988 at risk on a concerted push higher. On the setback below 0.9728 would prompt deeper consolidation towards 0.9637 and 0.9600, and the weekly chart totally will be of this pair Australian dollar and US dollar trend is bearish. Okay, as tradition, let's finish with our technical analysis, and we will turn our regard to fund areas where we have here stocks 50 has fallen for about 0.08%. FTSE 100 has fallen for about 0.5%. DAX has fallen for about 0.36%. Energy Brent has raised for about has fallen for about 1%. I'm sorry. VTI also has fallen for about 0.59%. Industrial metals. Copper has raised for about 1%. Precious metals, what I have here, the gold has raised, but we can't see the same situation with silver. Silver has fallen for about 0.41%. Yes, that's all, my dear traders. Thank you for watching. For additional information and analysis, of course, you can visit our website www.grandcapital.net, and it was me, financial analyst of Grand Capital Company, Sergey Ilyin, and thank you for watching. I wish you the fair trend and good luck, my dear traders. Bye.